So yesterday we talked about using these primary trig ratios, that SOHCAHTOA, to help us find side lengths. And we also did Pythagorean theorem in the beginning. Today we're going to keep using SOHCAHTOA, but now we want to know how can we use that to find the missing angle. And it's going to take one extra step. So the first thing you want to do in this example 1 is just make sure that your calculator is giving you the right numbers. Your calculator at the top should say DEG, or the letter D instead of the letter R. It should not say RAD. That's no good. So using your calculator, find all those things. You can go back and do the rest of them. We'll do the first one together. Sine 12 equals, if you plug that in, you should get 0.2079. I like putting 4 decimal places for these to make it at least the most accurate possible. You can write all of them if you want to, but I would say if you just put 0.2, that's not enough. So do the same thing for B all the way through F, and then check your answers on the document later. So what happens if we need to find the measurement of an angle? We still need to use our SOHCAHTOA, we just have to rearrange it a little bit. So example 2 here says find angle A for the following triangle. So if we look at angle A here, I'm going to put a little theta in there. That's what we were using yesterday, so we can keep on using that. You also can just say sine A. And we're going to do the same thing that we did yesterday, which was step 1 is to label. So from that angle A, or angle theta, we're going to go find our hypotenuse. We're going to find our opposite, and we're going to label the adjacent. Step 2, we're going to have our have and need. And I'm going to write our SOHCAHTOA up here so we can refer back to it. So in this question here, we have O and H. We don't need any side length, but we do need the angle A. So the only 2 letters we have are O and H, so let's take a look here at our SO, which is O and H. Look right away there because we know that those 2 aren't going to work, which means that we're picking sine. So we do that have and need so that we can choose which ratio is best. So step 3 again is going to be set it up. So here we're going to say sine of, it's up to you whether you want to use that theta symbol or A. I put a theta in the picture, so let's work with it. And we know it's opposite over hypotenuse. So our opposite is 12 over our hypotenuse, which is 15. Okay, well, let's take this 12 over 15 here and put it as a decimal. 12 divided by 15. And it looks like we get a nice number here, sine theta equals 0.8. That's the easy part. The last thing that we have to do is that we're trying to get this theta by itself. We don't have it yet. We have sine theta, but we want just theta. So you need to go on your calculator, and usually where the sine button is, looks like this. Above it, there's like in small writing, maybe a different color, it says sine minus 1, which is also called sine inverse. So really that means it's how we do the opposite operation to get this by itself. So what the goal is here is we're going to say theta equals sine inverse of 0.8. We want to plug that into our calculator. So usually you have to press the button on the side of your calculator that says second F, second function. Sometimes it's shift, it depends on your calculator. But usually you press second function and then you press the regular sign button to get on your calculator the inverse. So second function sine and then 0.8. You should get equals 53 degrees. We'll just round it, so no decimal places. So this is the answer that you're looking for. It's just going to take you some practice there and figuring out your calculator. So if you're having trouble and you can't get to this 53 degrees, send me an email and I will help you troubleshoot that. It's probably just a little simple thing. I know if you're using your iPhone calculator, you're going to, or any iPhone, Android, you're probably going to have to turn your phone to the side so that you get the bigger calculator with more options. Again, there should be a second F or a shift button. So look for one of these 2 options. So I'm going to actually leave you with A and B examples here for example 3 to try on your own, and then come check your answers after, because I think now you can handle it. If you can follow label, have and need, and also step 3 where you set it up and solve, you can do it. So check that out and use that as your practice.